They got some Rick Ross was saying this dude had problems not acquiring the loans and shit like that on this story. So let's see what these.
He got the 90. He said, "Huh."
Come on now. So Rick Ross, your information was wrong, buddy. Here we go. Can you hear it, bro?
Good afternoon, Mr. Jackson.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I didn't even know I had to speak.
You did.
Somebody set me up. Somebody set me up. It had to be Gary. Gary did it. No, this is exciting.
That's his work voice.
Right.
Just excited to be able to be here today. I see you guys it's important. This project is a legacy project for me. I don't think I've done anything that directly affected as many people as this project will hear this report. And I'm just excited to get to it.
We ready for you to get to it
Ready.
too. We are. You don't know what you heard about us.
Yeah. No, I try to tell them all roads lead to Shreveport.
I tell them again.
It's going to be that way, whether they like it or not, because it's the direction that we headed in. You know, creatively, I haven't had an opportunity to affect more people than I have at the moment, because film and television, there's no age range. You know, hip hop is a youth culture thing, and I'm getting ready to turn 50 this year. 50 turns 50.
50 turns
50 got to do bigger things. Got to do bigger things.
Council.
I'm looking at all of these faces and I'm going, which one of them ain't going to vote for me?
Look at me. I don't get a vote.
It won't be me.
I get a chance to see this room online.
Yeah.
I see you guys vote on other things and stuff like that. And it's exciting to just be here to see you face to face. It's cool.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. They say you wasn't coming back.
They said it's a big rich town.
Yes.
I'm just from the poet's bar.
They quoting power. They quoting power, bruh. Get it. Shout out to 50, bruh, for making it happen out there, man. Shout out to the city of Shreveport, Louisiana, for passing the vote. The city council for passing the vote for bruh to go ahead and build his movie studio, man. Give me your thoughts on that shit, man.
I mean, by definition, 50 is he transcends. You know what I'm saying? So he went from music, or he went from the streets, transcended into music, then that transcended into film and into TV, and now like he got his own. That he already had his own production company, but now he got his own studios.
He got the time,
like for real, like because there's places like in LA, you go all around LA. There's places that motherfuckers there's big studios everywhere. Then you go to like Studio City or Burbank. You feel me? And this is where a lot of the action goes down when it comes to the movies and television. Then you go up to Toronto. They got a lot of shout out to our man Nelly. You know what I mean? That's where he got his acting start, because they shoot a lot of stuff in Toronto, so there's a lot of opportunities there. You know what I mean? It's a hot spot. Atlanta's the same. You know what I mean? So so him being in Louisiana to get this whole it's like where does Tyler Perry got his shit? Is his shit in Atlanta?
I want to say it is in Atlanta, bro.
Or yeah, he's somewhere in Atlanta. Like it's somewhere in Georgia, I think I should say. Yeah, but because you need a lot of you need acres on acres. And then, what I'm saying? And 50 got the money to just boom. Now overnight, he's going to have a studio area. They could build whole entire cities in that motherfucker if you needed to, right? If the movie called for it. You know what I mean? Then, it should give opportunities to the locals. You know what I mean? People that work in the studios. Right?
I found it. So let's this is what Rick Ross was talking about, bro, about 50.
Don't quit like that, because you showed us the picture of how you want it, but don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that, because you showed us the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans, and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G on your studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckle. Your knees buckle.
Your knees buckle.
Oh,
The nigga said he didn't have the money. He couldn't get the money to do the shit. There it is. There
it is. There
doing
in your face, Ricky Rose.
Don't got nothing to do with no motherfucking money or nothing like that, bro. This motherfucker's at the city council meeting, bro, getting approved to do what he got to do. You know what I mean? 100%, man. Shout out to 50, bro. So this
Unit Studios.
This is a thing to where it allows him to cut out the middleman, just like how you named in Toronto, in LA. Where else you got studios at? Probably in New York. You know what I mean? 100%.
San Francisco.
These entertainment hubs, you know what I mean? 100% to where your product that you create and you have writers bringing forth the product, but you got to go to these studios to get this shit, you know, produced the right way. Here it is now, man. This motherfucker done got the approval from the city to build his shit. And like how Bogey said about his evolution from being a street dude all the way to 2025, where he at now, complete businessman, 100%, and putting people on, making motherfuckers careers. He put a little Meech on, you know what I mean? Like how Ross said about standing next to Big Meech, but with the son, he turned the son into a household name that all people knew him for was just being Meech son. Now he's Lil Meech because of, you know, of being part of that series. I ain't gonna say,
you know what's crazy too? If I'm Big Meech, who for the most part, most people still respect because he's one of those like heroic figures, quote unquote, even though like, you know, he allegedly might have cooperated through a third party. Long story longer is, wouldn't you, if you're a Meech, you'd be annoyed by this because here's Ross clearly like, you know, pointing out the fact that, hey, look, I use anybody as pawns as well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when I stood next to Meech, you know what I mean? If I'm Meech, I'm like, what, bro? Trying to use me to fuel your bullshit. You know what I mean?
And make your knees weak.
Make your knees buckle.
Oh, everything. And wherever you got that information from that the studios isn't going through because of some money, you know what I mean, bro? You know, you just
Rick Ross is funny, bro. Because the way he be clowning, he be clowning his own style. Like in this one, his knees buckle. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, when he went in on Drake, hey, look, white boy, he's like, you know, your BBL, you can't take your shirt off because you got a bad BBL or whatever he was saying. And then, like, first of all, this is Ross telling another man he can't take your shirt off. And then what was it? Remember when 1090 Jake tried to do that? When Drake, he's like, Drake hired me to do the video on Ross. You know what I mean? And then, anyways, right in that video, when Ross replied, he was like, this white boy look like he's 60 or some shit like that. Right. He needs some moisturizer. I'm like, yo, this movie. Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
That motherfucker said, what was it? Uncle Murder that he was talking about?
Yeah, he told him he needed moisturizer too.
Oh, my mama.
He's like, Uncle Murder, you need some moisturizer. He's like, he said something about you need your AARP card.
That shit is
hilarious. I fuck with Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder's the shit.
Yeah, I fuck
Uncle Murder's that drunk uncle that carries a gun all the time, like you don't want to fuck with.
Come on now. Everything. Bake said he was a shark from a broken family. His brother was a psychopath that was killed by a harpoon. To live up to his last name, he goes out to avenge his brother. Coming to 2028 regular Jaws. This is the most hilarious shit ever. The regular Jaws, bruh. Oh my mama. Let's go, bruh. Oh,
coming this summer.
Fucking
regular Jaws.
Regular Jaws. Oh my mama.
It's all kind of, he ain't got the jaws of life though. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of regular jaws.
Right. Oh my mama. And shout out to everybody.
There, no regular jaws, bro. I want 60%.
Oh, every day.
Okay, half. I'll take half.
Real talk. 100%. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
And then on cue, the construction next door, they start hitting the saw.
I hear it too.
Yes, that's a saw. We need the jaws of life.
Come on now. Hey, shout out to the homies that's out there doing their carpentry work out there, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And pushing them.
You were just at my crib yesterday. You know, when you're driving through here, you see they're building everything. It's just all of a sudden, even I've been here for almost 2 years now. And then just that main street right there, you know what I'm saying? Going down that street, like, God damn, this whole shit used to be nothing. You know what I mean?
Everything. No, facts. 100%, man. Like I said, shout out to all the carpenters that's pushing America forward, building these motherfucking houses, because it is a housing shortage around this motherfucking. So yeah,
hold on, I'm on it.
Come on now.
The hammer. I told you the houses will be ready in a second.
Facts.
Hey, yo, man, we got houses.
Come on now. Oh, everything. Give me what you got going out on this 50 Cent thing, man.
I'd be like, winners win.
There it is there.
You know what I mean? Think about this. A new lease on life, me and you, we can attest to this, you know what I mean? And you can directly attest to it with Fifth situation, you know what I mean? When a motherfucker's got a new lease on life, bro, you know what I mean? You can't take that for granted.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? They try to take him out the game. He can't look. They say they knew. They're like, they knew. We were trying to stop him before all of it. They knew it was going to be a wave.
100%.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, my thing is like, I mean, I really can't top what you just said, but just, you know, what's coming in the future from 50 and his production team, you know what I mean? Because, you know, he has classic shit under his belt. Power is a classic phenomenon. The fucking the books that came from Power, 100%. You got the BMF shit up under his belt. You got he had a TV show on ABC. I never got into that motherfucker, but I forgot exactly what it was about. I think,
you know what he should do? He should do like a white people joint that'll really solidify him. Like you do like a series on like Boston George or something. You know what I mean? Because that shit gets deep, you know what I mean? He starts with the tree, you know, the movie was Blow was the shit.
Yeah.
But like, imagine like if you did like a whole like a 3-season series on him, because he goes crazy, you know what I mean?
I
he
think
gets in there, but El Padrino.
Yeah, he got something in the works for sure, bro. 100%, man. This motherfucker in the kitchen cooking, bro. And they didn't give him that. He didn't got the land. He didn't got approved for the land and built the studios, or if the Katt Williams got a studio in Oklahoma. I think same like type shit.
I got a studio. Curtis is not the only one that has a studio. I have a studio as well. We do films and television and things of that nature.
Come on now. Let me see if I can find that shit real fast. You know, motherfuckers.
I read 3,000 books every 48 hours. I have an alarm clock.
Right. Oh, my mama.
I read 12 books simultaneously. Everyone does Katt Williams, and it's all terrible, like mine right there.
Watch this shit, man. Motherfuckers is working, bro.
You can't outwork Katt Williams. Katt Williams low-key has a studio. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the first time I've ever heard that shit.
Man, this was a month ago.
You said other word.
Here we go, right here. Let's watch it.
Katt Williams building a production studio in Anniston.
Today, WVTM 13's Zoe Blair made the trip to get some answers.
So we got 50 Cent and we got Katt.
On the other side of this fence is the old Fort McClellan property. In November, rumors started popping up that comedian Katt Williams had bought it. Today, Anniston Mayor Jack Draper confirmed that news to us, saying Williams plans to turn it into a production studio. Before Fort McClellan closed down in 1999, it was a major force in Anniston's economy. Mayor Draper says he hopes the new studio can have a similar economic impact. The mayor tells us Williams and his team are already in the process of moving in, and the city has been working with them.
This is a sector of the economy that I think can be transformational for this region. We as a city have met with Mr. Williams' team consistently over the last few months, as have city staff. But you're talking about jobs, you're talking about construction projects, not only for the city, county, but also.
But there it is there. See, we got it. That's two people in this entertainment industry that then purchase land to make that
from the community.
Come on now,
come straight from the community, and look at them now, rubbing elbows with the peoples, opening doors, and giving, because like they said, that used to be a woo wop, and they say hopefully it'll boost that economy in that little Oklahoma. You know what I mean? Little
100%.
And shout out to see, and that's what they have to be in these little areas, like Louisiana. You got New Orleans, but wherever 50's at is like somewhere in that rural. Am I saying that word right? Rural.
Yeah. I ain't never been there.
Rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
Can never say that word. You know what I mean? Because it's probably a little cheaper too.
Right.
You gotta go out in the cuts, out in the country somewhere.
And you gonna get more acreage and all that, you know, because them motherfucking studios, them motherfuckers be sitting on big ass lots, you know what I mean? Lots that's acres, have, you know, that whole
acres on acres.
100%. There we
I'm
go.
gonna need 200,000 acres.
You know what I mean? And so that's the thing right there, is that they cutting out.
My studio is called 200,000 Acres Studios.
They trying to cut out Hollywood though, bro. And see, that's the thing. We seen Katt Williams on how he is outspoken against, you know, the powers
the machine. Yeah,
100%. And so for him to go ahead and do this, we already know what time it is. Then you see 50, who got
he knows how to work with the machine and get the machine to partner up with him. You know what I mean?
And not only that, but produce shit that, you know, everybody wants to watch. 100%. So 50 got a track record. And so now the thing is like when, like how, like in your instance, you know what I mean? You got a passion for what you do and what you bring to the table in this music industry, right? But not all the time can you just go walk into your own studio and lay down your shit professionally. You know what I mean? You have to start off somewhere.
Yeah, especially since I moved.
Yeah. And now, bro,
before I'm just like 12 minutes away. Just walk in, honey, I'm home.
100%. And that's what Katt Williams and fucking and 50 could do, bro. You know what I mean? Man, fuck.
Shout out to my syndicate brothers, by the way. You know,
shout out to the
HMNG, stand up.
Let's go, baby. 100%. We got Song in the building, top of the morning.
What's up, Song?
Oh, man, mama.
Yes, hey, I text Song this morning, right? Because Song, we were on Tyrone Tracy watching. I'm like, Song's about to take Tracy, right? And then but he's also like, he wants a third QB. I kept telling him I'm like, if Rodgers was already signed, he's already drafted. You know what I mean? And I said, if you want a third, you better start thinking about it now. Then I woke up this morning, it was like Aaron Rodgers is throwing the ball with DK Metcalf.
I seen
I'm
it.
like, oh shit. So I text him, hey, I read this morning, woo, you better get him before I get him. Cause then at that point, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get him now. Fuck
I just seen something this morning. Was it Jeff Darlington? Because I was watching Get Up, and a little tidbit to after the draft. If the Steelers wait to sign him after the draft, they'll get compensatory picks in 2026 draft. So that's just a small little tidbit of outside thinking the box, you know, maybe to
so they could, and this is not tampering either. If you do have a gentleman's agreement behind the scenes, like, listen, I'm going to go out and I'm going to say, hey, I'm waiting because I am still going to weigh out my options, but I intend on playing with y'all. You know what I mean? Because they picked up Mason, who's clearly meant to back someone up. And then if they draft a rookie in the meanwhile, that's still going to be it doesn't mean they're not going to bring in Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this could be just a little ploy until they eventually sign him. But everything's pointing, bro. He's going to go.
Because they don't got a second round pick. So it's going to have to be in the first.
Exactly.
And I doubt that. You know what I mean? Unless it's
they'd rather have Rodgers and then go get a running back.
You got to go get a running back, bro.
Exactly.
100%. You go get a running back, or you go put something on that offensive line. And
then you get a running back later.
100%, bro, on everything. And that's the thing with them giving up the second round for DK. They don't have that wiggle room for Dangle to move up and get a quarterback. And if one don't slide to them, they not finna force.
And they don't historically. The Steelers don't move up in the first round either, though. Too. 100%. So you know what I mean.
Facts. On my mind.